Well, guys, we got an exciting day today. We are very, very late compared to the regular schedule we had. But if you can see in the background, maybe concrete truck is there. So it is pour day finally. It's Friday today. Supposed to happen on Tuesday, and obviously we're a few days late. So as such is life, basically. I mean, that's the way things go. Oh well. Getting the forms poured today, which is super exciting. Finally, this is happening. It's going to be a beautiful day today. It's only 4 degrees right now Celsius. It's supposed to get up to about 11 or 12 degrees. And hopefully we can get started on the foundation, the ICF foundation, fairly quickly, but I don't know the process. So I don't know how long we have to let the footings cure, but we're only putting foam on top of it. So anyways, guys, I'll try and get as much of the footage as I can, but obviously we're going to be busy trying to get this poured. So anyways, that's where we're at. Exciting day. Well, I can tell you one thing, that pouring is stressful. There we go. So, I'm not an expert at this, but it looks like they come and they pour half the footing. It fills in the bottom section. I'm surprised at the gaps that can be left. They're just almost all the way around the foundation. And then I think they go around one more time. I don't know how long they wait, but we've got concrete trucks lined up, and it's exciting. All right, guys, I'm just in my truck here just so we don't get a bunch of wind noise from the wind, obviously. So the pour went well, I think. There was no blowouts. There was just a little bit of one little issue on one of the steps on the far side of the house, but everything went well. We're just letting the concrete set up, and then we're going to put the dowels in that tie into the ICF wall that goes on top of the footings. So with that being said, we should probably do some drone footage. Hopefully it's not too windy. So let's cue the drone footage in 3, 2, 1. So with the footings being poured, basically the block starts getting assembled tomorrow. Happy days.
He wants me to say something. It's too early yet.
Exciting day! We start building our foundation today. Kaya's coming to help.
Grumpy teenager.
Good morning, Kaya. What?
Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning, John. We're here to have some fun.
Assemble the Lego blocks.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it was a busy day yesterday. All the footings got done, or most of the footings got done. And we also got our big load of Logix ICF blocks or Lego blocks delivered yesterday, and that all gets put in there and creates the basement walls. Kaya's doing an amazing job. Kaya, you're working! Putting the little...
She wasn't gonna work.
I know, that's what she told me this morning too. She tried. Luna.
I got her right to work.
Putting the mushrooms on the rebar. Anyways, guys, we have a bunch of prep work to do before we start assembling. Good morning, guys. It is day number 3 of me working at the land.
What?
Well, my 3-day weekend.
Oh.
That's all I mean. So, anyways, I don't work Friday, Saturday, Sundays, so at my regular job. So this is day number 3 of my 3-day weekend. So yesterday we got not as much done as I think everybody would have hoped for. It was a good day. I mean, we basically got all the tarps wrapped up, which was awesome, or most of the tarps wrapped up. We did the layout on the house for essentially the entire day. We were there till about 7 o'clock. And it's just figuring stuff out and figuring out how to solve the problems. So once we get there, I'll show you guys what the issue was. But essentially all the lines on the house all worked out fine, except the back of the house. So if the back of the house is supposed to be like this, I mean, there's a jog in the back of the house. It's like the back of the house was pushed in, the footings. So when we measure off the corner to go straight across the back, the footing is about 13 inches off the wrong direction. So there is a solution to that, but most of our day yesterday was spent figuring out if we could take the house and just shift it, if we could, do this, do that, but essentially the rest of the house all stays exactly where it is, and we have to pour an additional footing at the back of the house. So there's a process to that. We take apart the forms now, we pin some rebar into it, epoxy it in, make a new form. So essentially there's going to be, instead of a 20-inch wide form at the back of the house, there'll be a 40-inch wide form at the back of the house. That's what we need to do to solve the problem. But fortunately everything else lined up. We were quite worried throughout the entire day. So that's what happened yesterday. It was a long day of just messing around. Thoughts?
I don't know if I have any thoughts. I'm excited to start getting the ICF blocks down and see how that progresses. And we started a little bit of that yesterday, but it should go pretty quick today now that we've kind of got everything laid out. And so
one of the problems with the ICF now is that we can't do the back of the house because of the form issue, right? Yeah. So yes, we can assemble a whole bunch of parts of the house, but we do have to keep in mind that we can't do the back until we get that footing fixed. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But with some of our walls, they're really tall walls, so we can only do half of the ICF roughly. Anyways, so that'll happen in 2 pours.
Yeah, we pour 4 feet at a time because you want to avoid blowouts and things like that. You need to.
It'll be 6 feet in some areas.
6 feet, but you need to have time for it to cure a little bit before you add extra weight on top of it of more concrete. So, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. I think it's supposed to be about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius.
So if you're watching from the US, that is
I don't know how to figure that out.
I can figure it out. So 12 degrees is 54 degrees.
So you're thinking, woo, that's pretty cold.
Pheasant. But it's pretty warm.
It is warm here.
compared to what it could be. I mean, it's November, so 54 degrees is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So we can blow off all the stuff up.
Yeah, and I can do stuff like that.
Hi, Luna. All right, guys, so basically this is the back of the house. And you can see that orange line on the ground is where the footing actually needs to be there. So everything else on the house works out good. Just this back portion of the house, it's like it all got squished in, measured wrong basically. So, and it's enough that it's almost like the measurement pin here was just translated on the wrong side. Is kind of how it worked out. But basically it's this one wall, this jog, and this wall over here. So entire back of the house needs to be redone. But the rest of this is good. So we did our layout from that corner and it looks like it's going to come straight down this form. So we should be good over here. I think that's the mark right there. And then it's probably on this end of the house, it's probably going to need to go like this. So that's what we're doing today. We won't be building any block, but the goal is to get this poured today. It's going to be a lot of work, mainly because we don't have any water, we don't have a concrete mixer, but trying to figure this stuff out. Where you see it dug out, we've got to reform this section down, and then same thing over there. So guys, what we're doing now is we are cutting little dowels. Les is drilling holes into the foundation or the footing, and you can see all the different size dowels down there. So those are going to be epoxied into the existing footing. So when we pour this other footing, it's all tied in together. All right guys, now all the holes have been drilled. We've blown them all out. We're going to use this stuff to, it's 2-part epoxy, to basically glue the pins into the foundation area or the footing. And then that's the next step. All right guys, sorry about the darkness, but it is what it is. So I don't really like that saying, but in this case, can't beat the dark. Anyways, so we spent the day today fixing that stuff at the back that I've been talking about. Kathy and Katie started doing some of the layout on the block and just figuring out heights and stuff. And so they started working on all that. And then this is what we spent most of the day working on. So talked about this already, but this section here is ready for concrete. So we went underneath the existing footing about 3 to 4 inches past the edge of the footing, and you can see it over there what it looks like. So we put all the pins in, all the epoxy's been put in place, big piece of rebar going down there. So that worked out awesome. I think that looks great. So that's ready to pour for tomorrow. The goal is to have a concrete truck come out here in the morning and just be able to pour all this stuff. So, and then this side we didn't get 100% done yet, but we got all the holes drilled and all the pins installed. Now this one doesn't go crooked, this one's all straight. So it's basically, we're adding 6 inches onto this form all the way down. That's why you see the rebar is straight like that. So anyways, that'll get formed up tomorrow morning, I think, and that'll be it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for tuning into the videos, and yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. The progress has definitely been slower than desired, but it was Halloween yesterday, so we'll do it creepy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, And if you have any questions, list them down below. Any comments, list them down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys.